How's it going, everyone? Travis95HD here. This is the run to Division 1. That is PK, and we're selling a squad. We're selling the Brazilian squad. Actually, to start off right now, I have a cold, so if I do sound different or I voice crack on accident or something like that, you'll know why I have a cold, and it's not fun at all, but I decided we need to sell the Brazilian team, switch up the style. It wasn't what I was feeling at the moment at this time in FIFA 13. It just didn't feel as good as an amazing squad should, so I decided that I would move on and sell the team. I can go anywhere with building a new one, and I'm pretty much going to make profit on all these players, so I should have around like 220k when the team is sold. I don't spend it all on the next team, but I do say that if it's broke, fix it. And it wasn't necessarily broke, but I wasn't enjoying it, and that's what FIFA's all about. It's about enjoying it. If I'm winning, it's obviously easier to enjoy it. So you need to find a squad that works for you. And as we come back, you can see that most of the players are sold. Some of the players on the watch list, they are on the trade pile. They disappear for some reason. I'm not quite sure. And it's also, if you have multiples of the player, there's only seems to be like one on the screen when you come back. But we went out and bought a Serie A team. Started off with Fry in goal, Ogbonna, the Italian center back with 80 pace. Barzagli, I don't know how I've said that right. Centrocroce, Vidal, Andrea Pirlo, Jonathan Biabiani, Zuniga. And then we got Cassano in the cam. I also have Hamsik. And then Luis Muriel and Alexander Pato. I decided to bring him back. So there are a lot of good players on the squad. We got Hamsik on the bench. Hamsic, I don't know how to say it. The Slovakian player. And you see we have 9 points in the division. Looking to move on up with the newfound team. I decided to play a 3-5-2 because I seen Airjapes playing it, and he has a lot of success with it. And I have in past FIFAs. And you have pace up top and Cassano with an absolutely brilliant passer in the cam. I figured I could get a lot of good passes off with him, so that's why I went with the 4-5-1. We come up against an all Swansea team except for Aaron Lennon at the left mid, who is a right winger. And right away, this is what I'm talking about with Cassano. I wanted a very good facilitator up front for my pacey strikers to latch onto, and Muriel finishes it nicely. Both strikers, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot, which is always very, very nice to have. You can always throw in a little bit of skills, and you can always finish it on both feet if necessary. Just some nice 1-2 passing with the team. Alexander Pato with a cheeky chip. I think I get an award on this. I got an award eventually for doing a chip, and it said cheeky, so yeah, right here. I kind of laughed at that. I don't know, I just found it entertaining at the moment when I saw it, and I was like, okay, that's cool. And so we're cruising at this point up 2-0, looking for a third. Muriel slams it into the keeper. And then Cassano whips in the corner. Barzagli, I've heard his name before, I just can't say it, but climbs over the defender, gets the head in, puts it into the ground like you're taught in footy, and finishes the job. I have very tall center backs. And right here, Key with an absolute thunderbolt of a shot. I left that in there. I even watched the replay. I mean, if I scored that goal, I would be pretty ecstatic. That was a rocket of a shot. And whenever I seem to be conceding goals, it always tends to be sloppy. I've talked about it before, but there's no way this was a sloppy shot. That was his only shot on target, so I don't know. It was a deserving shot, I would guess. Very good shot, but we're in control, and Vidal with an absolutely perfect pass to Biabiani crosses into Pato and finishes it nicely in the center of the goal. So right after halftime, we go straight up the pitch, get a goal, and let this guy know that just because he can score good goals with one shot doesn't mean we can't. But that wasn't even a good goal. But Cassano, that's what I'm talking about again, the good passer that he is. Muriel throws a shot on, a little bit too slow with his shooting abilities. And then Cassano on the corner again. Ogbonna showing that he's a big beast in the air, the 6'2" Italian center back. heads it in once, deflects, and then scores the goal. So Ogbonna giving us the 5-1 lead, and that is definitely how this one would finish, 5-1. So a good way to start it off with the brand new team, getting the W and 5-1 max goal bonus. But that's it for me, Travis95 HD, and as always, I'll see you next time.